Carlos Espí has just joined Real Madrid. It's a here we go. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say, guys. I was just on stream talking about this rumor. This rumor was just put up to the internet, to the social media, like 2 hours ago. And it's already done. We snatched him from the Premier League clubs. This guy was on his way to Hull City or Brighton. And now, 2 hours later, he's going to Real Madrid because Real Madrid has activated the release clause that Levante had on him. Yes, he is a La Liga proven striker. 11 goals in 13 starts for that club in 25 matches. 25 million release clause. Real Madrid is like no other. Even if we have the worst seasons, if we have these problems, we have these dramas, we have this, we sack this manager, the motion is undeniable for this club. No club in history has the motion in the transfer market as we do, as this club, Real Madrid. Hala Madrid, bruv, because I'm feeling it. Guys, I'm feeling it. I was already happy with the signings of Konate, Dumfries, you know, these okay signings. Then Cucurella, wow, fast. Rodri, oh my goodness, if Rodri had... Diomande! Carlos Espí, after we genuinely just sold Gonzalo Garcia today. And 10 hours later, we have already gotten a rumor about this. Real Madrid is supposed to be signing a Joselu type striker. They are not looking for a star. They want a reliable bench striker who can score goals and be a solid presence in the box. Jose Mourinho has specifically requested this profile. 6-18 or 18-18 if you're from Europe. Real Madrid wants Carlos Espí, first reported by Ramon Alvarez MM. Shout out to Ramon. 20:26 or 10:26 p.m. Carlos Espí to Real Madrid. Official. Here we go. Done deal. Guys, no club moves like this. Barcelona doesn't move like this. PSG doesn't move like him. Nobody. Today we will always talk about Carlos Espí, how he plays football, what he did last season for Levante, and how his stature, especially his physical stature, with him being 194 centimeters, as you can see here, which is 6'4". But before I talk about this, doesn't it just feel good to see this, guys? Barca fans, where is your club? Yeah, I know you signed Gordon Adeyemi. That's cute, you know, 80 million plus 22 million for Adeyemi. I mean, fair enough, guys. Like, it's in my opinion, it's a little bit embarrassing for your club, especially for what Flick can do with your club. You're giving him Gordon and Adeyemi after those 2 seasons. It's a little bit embarrassing, but just enjoy the here we go. Because let me tell you something, Barcelona, you're not getting a single here we go until you put up some money to a player, because they think they're gonna sign Alvarez for like 90 million, guys. That's what they thought. But here we go. We got a striker before Barcelona. Do you know how mad that is? We decided to sell our backup striker and get another striker in on the same day. Barcelona have been in discussion with Julian Alvarez for 2.5 months. I'm finished, man. 25 million release clause activated from Levante with formal letter sent to the club tonight, and the deal is done. Spanish striker joins immediately with medical in Madrid today, and of course, after he heard this, every single rumor and every single agreement he had with Brighton and Hull City to go to the Premier League was immediately shut down. Honestly, guys, this fast of a transfer is really something I love for Madrid. I love that we just went for something that Jose wanted. We went for a profile that we truly need. This isn't just about him being 21 years old or 6'4". He's a guy that actually makes sense tactically. Yeah, this is not just like a 6'4" guy that, yeah, he's 21, he can maybe develop, you know, maybe he can help us off the bench. No, we got a strict plan for him. Come off the bench. If Trent is on the pitch, we're scoring. We're scoring from across, guys. We're finally scoring from across, guys. Look at this. Oh my God. Touches, 47%. Exactly what we need. Much less than Kylian Mbappe. 18% chances created. You don't have to create anything, buddy. Stay in the box. 82% aerial duels won. 86% in defensive contributions as a striker. Do you know how Mbappe... Let's just look at quickly Mbappe, okay? Just guess what Mbappe has in defensive contributions as a striker. 0. row, and you see chances created. Wow, touches 100%. Wow, 1% duels won, 0% defensive contributions. And then you have the arch and nemesis, the kryptonite to Mbappe, the kryptonite to other teams, because we have the polar opposite as a starting striker and the striker that's going to be on the bench, which is Carlos Espí. Oh my god, this is the perfect signing, honestly, guys. And his goal conversion rate is almost the same as Kylian Mbappe's when you compare the minutes to minutes, because of course Carlos Espí was coming off the bench for Levante. He started 13 games, then he was 12 games on the bench, and he scored 11 goals in 1,338 minutes. If you did 1,338 minutes divided by 90 to see how many games he actually played the full 90, you will get 14 games in the 90 minutes, and he scored 11 goals in that time, 0 assists. That's exactly what Real Madrid needs. Come off the bench, score your goal, and if you need to start in a Copa del Rey game, maybe something, if you need some minutes in the UCL, you can do that. If you don't score, it's fair enough. But will you be a box presence? Will you be an absolute menace, with your height especially, and with your defensive contributions and aerial duels won? I mean, guys, isn't this the perfect profile we have been crying out for? I've been crying out for this because last season, Gonzalo Garcia, even being there, he's not the same profile. Gonzalo Garcia might be a better player, might be better, technically, finishing-wise, might be better, on ability, but from the profile that we actually need, he's much different from Gonzalo Garcia and Kylian Mbappe. As you can see, defensive contributions, he's sensational. And even if you look at Gonzalo Garcia, I'm sure he will be much better off than, of course, Kylian Mbappe. But he has only 50% defensive contributions and 55% aerial duels won. And he once again likes to, get on the ball a little bit too much with the 65% chances created and touches 46%. But when you look at Carlos Espí, he doesn't create any chances because he doesn't need to. He's the one that's finishing the chances, and that's what a striker should be doing. He's, of course, right-footed as well, so it shouldn't be, that much of a difference on how we, put the balls to him, that we will need to be, like, doing a Diomande switch wing. Because I've seen some people, but wouldn't you like to have a left-footed striker as well? I mean, like, yeah, sure, bro. Like, build a striker in a lab, then. We can't have anything. He's already a polar opposite. It's actually better, I think, for me at least, when I play football, when my strikers, both of them, even the bench striker or the starting striker, were both the same footed, because you just learn those patterns, you give that pass to the right foot, you give those spaces, and you try to look for the spaces where he has the best shot on the right foot. So I think it's actually beneficial for us, and I think this is a perfect signing, honestly, guys. I'm still so surprised how much better he's at defensive contributions and aerial duels won instead of Mbappe. Mbappe has 0, guys. Like, please get that through your head. And he's only 21 years old. This guy is younger than me. Carlos Espí is younger than me. And I already know, bro. We don't particularly look the same. We got, like, similar hair. I'm already hearing, like, Carlos Isco. Just put it in the fucking bag, yeah? Please, like, don't call me Carlos Isco, bro. I'm all for Dean Huijsen. Yeah. Fries. Carlos Espí, I'm not taking it, bro. He's younger than me, okay? So respect me, bro. I'm his uncle. Yeah, maybe call him my son, whatever. But I'm not hearing Carlos Isco, okay? One of the best things as well about Carlos Espí, he is a homegrown talent. He is from the Atletico Levante, that's basically their academy, Levante, under 19s as well. And of course, he's registered as a Spanish player in the UCL, which is really important. If you didn't know, you can have, I think, 17 foreign players registered, which Real Madrid, of course, invested a lot in the Spanish players last season, where it was, Carreras and Huijsen. But we are doing that now as well with Rodri, Carreras, with Carlos Espí as well. It's just the perfect transfer, honestly. And the release clause, of course, had to be paid because of the interest from other clubs. And we didn't want to be, in negotiations and maybe, set off on the wrong foot with Levante or the other clubs. We just said, give him the 25 million or give the 25 million to Levante. And let's get it done. And I like that so much for Madrid. I think he fits the profile perfectly. And if he can do this for Madrid, have 11 goals from from like 25 matches, and some of them, maybe 5 of them will be starts for Real Madrid, and the rest 20 will be off the bench, and he will have 11 goals for Real Madrid, and those goals will be important probably in the last 10-15 minutes of the game, where he will get substituted on instead of maybe Kylian Mbappe or Vinicius Jr. It doesn't matter how will be line up after we do that substitution. But I like it a lot. He had 20 goals in 66 games, 4 goals in 15 games before. And all of those, games were mostly off the bench. He was always a bench player. And he's used to it. That's exactly what we know. And he is a hard worker. The only thing I don't like about Carlos Espí is that he truly doesn't have, any experience at the top level. But at this point, especially for this price, I think, you're not probably getting a UCL experienced striker for 25 million, or a striker that is this tall but has, that much of experience. Because some people are saying, for example, Muriqi has already moved. Budimir, I think, has officially came out and said, I hate Real Madrid. There was some talks about Serhu Guirassy from Dortmund, but once again, his, I think, aspirations in his career are much more clear than being a bench player for Real Madrid, and we would not be getting him for 25 million. That would be around 40 million as well. So in terms of the price, in terms of his nationality, homegrown talent, his age, what he represents on the pitch, what he does on the pitch, what we can see from the stats, that he's 6'4", he will get into those crosses, he has those stats to back him up, and that he has already played in La Liga and scored 11 goals, is the perfect transfer for Real Madrid, only for 25 million euros. I couldn't be more happier with this backup signing. Honestly, I think this is genuinely perfect. Now, of course, as always, let me know down below your opinion on the signing of Carlos Espí, and I will see you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. See you. Peace out.